everyone. This is Jonna with Jonna's Journey. Hope everybody's having a good night. Today, I have just been taking it easy. So, I've not, I've got quite a bit of stuff done, don't get me wrong, but I've basically just really not done much today. I've worked on my crochet stuff, but just been taking care of me today as far as resting and, so you can see. Hello, Lenora. How are you? So anyway, needless to say, I'm a little pooped, so that's okay. Even after taking today off and even last night, whatever. You're here and I am so happy you are. So it's not a bad pooped. It's just, I'm tired. I'm just tired. Everything, it's just, after everything starts to calm down, then your body's screaming at you and being like, you know? So yeah, today, like last night, yeah, I was in bed last night, literally. Was it last night or the night before? It might have been the night before. I think it was Saturday night. I was in bed because did I go live? What night was that? Whatever night I didn't go live, I was in bed at 7 o'clock. Whatever night that was. It could have been last night. I don't even remember. I think it was. I think it was last night. Yes. But you know what? I've done that most of the day, Lenora. I've sat and relaxed, which has been great. It's been wonderful. And it's just been like, no, I'm gonna do things in the house and kind of keep things up and get, little bits here and there. But it's just, yeah, because you had your reunion and everything. How did that go? How did everything go with that? And my chat stuff is all different. It looks different anyway. I don't know. Something's different. Anyway, not chat, but just my little icon things at the top look different. But anyway, doesn't matter as long as it's working. I don't care. I don't care as long as it's working. I just want it to work. Well, good. I'm glad it was good. And hopefully the weather was good and all that kind of stuff too. Well, I did get Sam to haul off all the trash. So we got that done. We need to mow yet. We have not mowed. So need to get that done probably tomorrow. So yeah. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad the weather was perfect. That makes it nice. That makes it nice. Well, I have my boho top done to the point that for now anyway, I don't know if I want to add any more to it because it has, as you can see, it has the variegated and I kept the sleeves. I'm going to try to show it a little bit more here in a little bit. Because I tried to do a little rosette. I didn't like it, so I'm going to have to find a different one if I do decide to put one on. But if I do decide to put one on, I'm going to put a pin, like a little safety pin or something, so you can either have it on and, keep it on or take it off. I'm not going to put any beading or fringe on it because I think it's just going to be too much since I did the sleeves. So I don't know if I can get it to move over a little bit more, maybe. I don't know. It's going to be hard to see, probably. Keep moving her over. You just won't be able to see the bottom of her right yet. But I like it with the sleeves. I like it with the ruffles. So she still needs to be blocked. She still needs to be blocked. But I mean, you just can't see the very bottom of her right now, which I'll probably put a picture up or do something. Everybody can see it, maybe, or I'll show it here after a bit. But I think it turned out. I like it anyway. I mean, it's something different. I'm probably going to try to put it up on Whatnot. Hello, Carrie, just because it is different, and but can you do tutorial on that shirt? I think it looks good. My plan, Brooklyn, is I don't know. I thought that I would, but I don't know yet. So I don't know yet. I'm going to say that. I'm not going to commit to it 100% right now because I have other videos that I'm trying to get made right now. And so we'll see. We will see. So, and I have another top. This is a commission top, if you want to call it that. That's a fancy word for, I got an order. So, but this is more of a crop style. The pattern that I did use, a pattern that I found that was super simple, because that's really all it was wanted, was just kind of this t-shirt type, whatever. And it's a shorter, and that's what they wanted. So, but now what I need to do, they do want the fringe and the beads. So I need to do that actually on this. So it's all the way done except for sewing in my ends and adding the fringe and beads. So it's just super simple, top down t-shirt type, little bit of a sleeve. You can make them longer or shorter on the sleeves. This is so easy. It's so easy. And it kind of reminds me of one of my patterns that I did with some of mine that I did here, what was it, months ago. This pattern you can actually find online, Brooklyn. It's a pattern that I found on Pinterest. I'm just modifying it to how the person that ordered it wants it. So I'll actually try to find the name here real quick because I have my Pinterest brought up right now. And then I have another top that I'm getting ready to make too, that will probably be modified. It's called the Maria top. And I found it, like I said, on Pinterest. Super easy. They have it as like a striped top, but it's the granny stitch is all it is. Super simple. So you can find it. I'm just shortening it, keeping the sleeves the way they are, and I'm just adding fringe and beads to the bottom to make it a little simple boho type. And I did my edging different than what they said on here, but again, so yeah. So I will not be making a tutorial on it at all because that's somebody else's pattern and I won't be doing that. So but the other top that I am planning on doing, which it is a pattern here that I've seen that's kind of given me an inspiration, because they were wanting more of like a baby doll type or whatever. So it's going to be something more fitted, like if you guys have seen my summer halters. I don't know if you did or not. I think I had them on. It's been a long time ago. It's been over a year ago probably. It's on a short for some of my summer halter tops that I've crocheted out of the cotton. And what I'm going to do is for that, having the strap around the neck and have it come down over the bust line and have it fitted, and then do like a flowy around the bottom and probably like a granny stitch, something similar to what this t-shirt type is. But I am doing it in cotton. So I do have my cotton here to start it if I decide to start it right now. So what is everybody else working on tonight? Anything fun? I'll try to raise it. I don't know if I'll be able to hear. I'll try to set this back a little bit so everybody. I tried to pin it onto my mannequin better. I have it clothespin clipped in the back to try to get it. Don't mind my laundry over here. So see, I'm just afraid if I go ahead and put beads down here, it's going to end up being too much with the sleeves, because I really do like the sleeves the way they are. And like I said, if I do a rosette, then I'm going to put it on a pin. Like to put either, I don't really want to put it in the front. I was thinking more in the back. So, but this is more of a plus size top. It's not, it's a little bit more oversized. I've been working. You've been working on a gargoyle? I didn't know you were working on a gargoyle. That's going to look cool. I'm working on a blanket that is called Calm. And it's by Red Heart Super Saver Stripes. And I'm doing half double crochet. Awesome, Carrie. Whoa. Wobble, wobble. Yeah, I'm still in the process of working on Gray's blanket. I worked on a little bit on it at the market. Some of my stuff is still in the car, and that's one thing that's still in the car is his blanket. So, got it done. I had actually started that t-shirt top yesterday at the market, and I finished it today. So, and I finished up the other sleeve on this boho top earlier this morning. So I just need to weave in the ends on her and take measurements and stuff, get her all blocked and everything. Steam blocked is what I'll do, probably. Not too much, just enough to, I don't want the stitches any more loose than what they are, because like I said, it is more of a plus size top. Get all the measurements and get her weight and everything, and I'll probably try, like I said, putting her up on Whatnot. I'm going to try to get something done this week on Whatnot. I would love to do it on Wednesday, but I can't. I'm going to be gone all day once again this week. For Wednesday, we will be gone. I doubt that I go live or anything in the car this time. I'll probably drive this time. So, probably will not be live at all on Wednesday. So, hello, Kathy. Kathy, while you are here, because I asked if you were here still the other night, and I think you're already gone. But I was going to ask you, is this the bunny that you're wanting? This blue, it's this color blue bunny? Well, his ears of the levy. Just so I know. Yeah, and his ears flopping around everywhere, but. Okay, well, I'll go ahead. And are you wanting me to go ahead and get that ready and let you know everything on it yet? I couldn't remember when you told me to wait till. Okay. Well, I'll get them weighed and everything and get by the post office, and then I'll let you know how much it is then. And then, because I can go through Square. We can go ahead. Okay. Yeah, so I just need to find out shipping and stuff for sure on it yet. So I can't give you a price or anything right now, but I'll get it figured out and then I'll get you messaged on Facebook. I did bring my beads over, but I don't know if I'm going to do that on camera. It's going to be kind of hard for me to do that live and be able to. So I think you put that away. Oh, no problem, Kathy. You're welcome. Well, hopefully I'll be hearing something from YouTube before too long. I don't know. I had to submit a hacker form information, so we'll see. See what happens. I don't know if they'll find anything or not to hopefully take care of some problems that I've been having with the chat disappearing, the blackout stuff, the not being able to do the go live with me. Yeah, it's just been kind of weird. So I'm hoping that we get some answers on that here pretty soon and the reception and everything, because like Lenora said, you know, whenever she was watching me on Whatnot, I was perfectly clear on there. And then other than here, then I come and I'm all over the place. So I haven't even looked at it to see how I am today. Am I coming through clear or not? It's been coming through just fine from the start. Well, that is wonderful to know. I'm glad that it is. Because I know whenever, I mean, I had been testing it every day to make sure for my, you know, connection and everything that everything is good on my end, and everything has been. So, hello, I'm just going to say 12 because I don't know. I'm just going to call you 12. Hello, I remember you from the other day. How are you doing? So anyway, it was pulling really good numbers tonight too. So I was like, okay, I shouldn't really have a problem. So that's what I was hoping. So I'm trying to get it pulled up so I can make sure on my end too. Yep, looks like it. Good, I'm glad you're doing good. Okay, well, like I said, I have another top that I'm getting ready to work on. My username is a bit of a, I made it when I was scared to say it out loud. when you were a little kid. Okay. Well, if you don't mind me calling you 12, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Don't even know. I don't know the meaning behind it, nothing, but I'll call you 12. Oh, goodness. And anymore, it is kind of trying to pronounce some of this stuff. It's like you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. Okay, now this that I'm working with is some that I got with a Joann's haul. It wasn't the haul, any of the hauls that I went on here, in the last 30 days-ish or whatever, but I've been hoarding my scrap yarn. Well, hey, that's all right. That's all right. You can make some cool stuff out of all your scrap. So, but it's the KC yarn, the 100% cotton essential. And it's this really pretty green. It's the succulent green. I love it. And I don't mind this yarn at all. It's considered a 3 lightweight, which is about right. I mean, whenever, because I have used it. I can't remember what color, the white. I think I've used the white. So, and it is about right on that. I mean, it is fairly light. It's not thick or anything like that, like the thicker consistency of like the Lily sugar and cream, like your cones and stuff, because I use a lot of cones. So, and I do like it. It's soft. It reminds me of a little bit of the consistency of I Love This Cotton a little bit, but to me, this isn't as linty and flying all over the place like the I Love This Cotton. So, and this says, I was going to try to remember what the hook size was, and I don't remember, and I don't know if I can read it. It is an F hook, okay. Because I was thinking G, but it's an F, so. I don't know if I want to use an F, though. No, it says F, but I think I'm just going to do a swatch and see. Because I was thinking I used G with it before. Have you ever tried felting scrap wool? That's something I've had my eye on. No, I have not tried doing any of the felting or anything at all. It looks, I mean, I think, I mean, I like watching people do it and stuff, but no, I've not ever tried it. Not ever tried it yet. I think that would be nice for the pieces of yarn that are too short to tie together. Yeah, it might be. I don't know enough about it. I don't know, but I mean, it might be worth a try to try it. I mean, so then you're not wasting it, It'd be worth a try. Okay, maybe I am going to stick with the F. I do like it. Okay, I need to measure that. Oh shoot, did I leave it in the other room? Do you ever surprise yourself with the yarns you find that you forgot about? I do that like all the time, and my stash isn't even that big. Oh yeah, there are times where I get to digging and I'm thinking that, I don't have any of a certain color that I might be thinking about or whatever. Or I'll just be organizing and going through and I'll be like, oh, okay. I find some stuff that I, were down at the bottom, that had been fun little finds. I think we've all done that. Where we get to stashing, and then, yeah. Okay, I think I left my measuring tape in the other room, and I don't think my other one is out in here. I've seen some that felt the eyes or other accents on their amigurumi. I haven't tried it on mine yet. That sounds like a good idea. I was thinking I could maybe use it for like a felt lining and a pouch or something. Oh yeah, for the eyes and stuff, that would be a good idea. Hold on, I have to go get my tape measure. Like the tote I thought was all cotton, and it turned out half of it was crochet thread. Oh, like the thin crochet cotton thread? Like that number 10 or something? I'd love to get my hands on some proper crochet cotton. I don't know. I'm kind of liking this KC, but I don't know where you, I mean, does anybody know where you can even get it now? I mean, I don't even know if you can. I don't know. Because I just discovered it during just, I mean, during these hauls and stuff, whenever I was going to get stuff at Joann's, because I just always went to the sugar and cream cones and stuff, because I didn't want to pay the price that they had on this until they had it marked down on clearance, to get rid of it. And I was like, oh, I'll try it. And I really do like it. It's really nice. Oh, and the like a lace shawl. Yeah, to do like the crochet cotton, like the thin thread cotton. That would make a really pretty one if you're just wanting something light. But if she's wanting something more heavy, then you'd want a heavier cotton. Seems like cones have good yardage for what you pay for, from what I've seen. Yeah, I mean, you can get some good deals on them sometimes, and I do like them, and I'm fine. I mean, that's what I usually do use for like my kitchen cloths, towels, things like that. But I also use them for some of my wearables. But I tend to now gravitate towards those for like my crossbody bags, my granny square, like bags and things like that. Some acrylic too. But now what I'm finding is that I really do like this type of yarn, and I love this cotton yarn for my wearables. Not that I don't ever use my cones anymore, because I do. And after you wash it and stuff, and whenever you steam block it and stuff, it does soften it. But that is the only downfall with using it as a wearable, is that it is a little stiffer and stuff. So, but if you steam block it, then it does take some of that out a little bit. So, okay, I need to count my stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. Oh no. I tried to make sure that everything was charged tonight, because it seems like I always wait till the last minute, because I was using all my devices today, so. Except for my Wi-Fi, my little Wi-Fi box thing that I got, and he's charged. I got him good and charged, so. But I'm doing a half double crochet for the upper part of this top, so it'll have some full coverage to it. Okay, now, where's it hung up? There we go. My phone was dead for the past 2 days because I didn't really feel like fishing out my charger. Oh gosh. Hey, I'll admit I've been in those moods a little bit too. But I have a charger and I always have the charger there by my bed, because our lamp has the plug-in thing, in the base of it. So I can always at least charge it at night. So. All day today, I've just been taking care of my daughter Luna and do laundry and crocheting. Sounds like a good day to me, Carrie. Just kind of a laid back day. That's mainly what I've been doing today. Resting, doing a little bit of housework here and there, and crocheting. Right now, I'm just trying to get wearables done. And then I need to start going through other wearable stuff that I've already got made. more winter type stuff, because I have that Christmas in July coming up in exactly a month. And really, I'm pretty well set in most of that, but I do need to kind of see where I'm at on some other stuff. I do need to replenish my scrubbies because I sold a lot of my scrubbies. Replenish a few of my dishcloths because I did sell dishcloths. What else? Oh, I did sell one of my produce bags, so I'll probably make another one to another couple, maybe a couple more of those, just because I'm trying to think of gift giving type things for the Christmas in July. I got to remember what, like, ornaments and decoration type stuff a little bit that I have. I saw a really cute reindeer pattern, but I don't know if I'll get it done or not. But what I want to get done, and I'm going to be mindful of getting done, is making the nativity, the gnome nativities. I'd like to make it a couple of those to have. So I want to get these tops done, and then once I get them done, then I can move on. Because there's troll nativity. That troll nativity is so cute. It is. I love it. It's really. I really like it. Something that I realize that probably sounds obvious is that with fiber crafts like this, I can literally design and make anything I can imagine, and there aren't any limits. That is very true, and that's what makes it nice. There is no limits. The sky's the limit. I mean, you can do anything. And even with other people's things, that inspire you, and then you think, oh, well, I can do this, I can add that, I can do this different. Yeah. It is. It's so fun. And to, use your creativity. And also I had to purchase some more calm yarn for Red Heart Super Saver Stripes. What color is it, Carrie? What color are your stripes? So I had to do that so I could finish. Oh yeah, so you could finish it up. Oh, it's called Calm. Okay. Hello, Roman. I don't know what to say, Roman. Colors in it is like white, gray, light blue, and dark blue. Okay, I think I do remember it. I think you showed it one time. Hello, Aslan. Hey, Roman. I wondered if it was you. I didn't know. Thank you for giving us that update, and I am so glad, Roman. I had been wondering. Oh, and my little frog, my flower frog, he was my last sale. We were getting ready to pack up. It was time to pack up and go, and this one girl comes up just freaking out. I mean, she was like, "Oh my gosh, that is just the most cute thing I've ever seen in my life," and just, I mean, freaking out. And she was a little bit younger. And of course, then she's like, "Are you going to be back here?" And I said, "Yeah, eventually," but I was like, "I don't know for sure when the next date is." And she was like, "Okay." And so her mom was kind of walking up, and she said, "Well, my mom's usually up here." She was like, "So, try to catch me again or something or whatever." Well, the next thing I know, here comes this girl. She must have went over to her mom or her grandma and was talking to her about it. She came over with the money and she got the frog. And she was so excited. So, and it's a fellow vendor there that I had sat by before, and so we had got to know them and stuff. Sweet, sweet people, very nice people. And unfortunately, I didn't get to sit by them this time, but in the future, hopefully, I will, because they had the same spot every time, I think. So I'm hoping that I can get that same spot again in the future. So, but anyway, I thought that was I just met some really great people, and it was just really fun this time. The little kids and stuff, and yeah. And yes, those little worry monsters, those little round, sold out of all those that I made again. So I think those will be a popular thing. I mean, they're just so simple and reasonable, because it doesn't take a whole lot to make them. And it's, you know, I mean, it was adults too that were buying them. So evidently they enjoyed them. So I was happy. I was happy over that. At least you aren't making pickles this time. That's true. Oh, Lenore, I was just like, oh, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Oh gosh. Oh, we're gonna go there tomorrow morning to help out. Well, good, Roman. She'll appreciate that. I'm good, Gazelle. How are you? Oh my gosh, Lenore. How? Oh my God. Yeah. Oh boy. I would have been on the floor. I would have literally been on the floor. Oh gosh. I am glad, Gazelle. I'm glad. Well, welcome to the live. And do you crochet or craft or just hanging out? Our community is a mishmash of everything. I am crocheting on a tank top right now, kind of like a tank top. It's the panels to kind of start here and then kind of go out this way, and they'll have like a little baby doll ruffle at the bottom, kind of like. You're working on a row by row blanket, Roman. Good. And I'm making this out of cotton. My boho top that I just showed a little bit ago, I made out of acrylic, and then I have a t-shirt, top-down t-shirt style top that I showed too, that is actually for an order. And my other boho one, I plan on putting up on Whatnot. Try to do something with Whatnot later this week. It'll probably be Thursday. I need to go in and schedule it and just put it in there and get. I did go through and adjust some of my inventory, and some of my inventory that I no longer have, I had not got in yet anyway, so I didn't have to worry about that. Oh, you totally could. You totally could, Roman. I have complete faith in you that you could. It's a lot of fun. Hey, Caitlin, how are you? Just to kind of make my knowledge better about crochet. Like do different things every now and then to get better. Absolutely. Absolutely, Roman. Yeah. I mean, yeah, just let your creativity go. And oh my gosh, did I start doing double crochet? Yes, I did. Right here, I did. I was like, that doesn't look right. I'm doing good. Been so busy on crocheting. How are you doing? I'm doing great, Caitlin. Thank you. What fun things are you working on right now, Caitlin? Well, even if you started out with like hats or scarves, stuff like that, and then move to like, sweater of some kind. On there's so many like super easy patterns out there anymore that people have out for people that are just starting, and some of them are just starting even. So basically I finished that 3 granny square back. Awesome. And at my church, I brought it to church on Sunday, and then I had 3 people want to buy some from me. So basically, I've been working on bags. That is awesome. That is awesome, Caitlin. I am actually making my goose a scarf. Hey, I have made wearables for Luna. I've made little things for her. She's had sweaters, and she had that one little neck wrap that was like the swirlies that look like, curly ribbon around her neck for Christmas. I made her one of those. And so, hey, that's okay. I'm all for it. And see, Caitlin, people are getting to know that you do that and stuff. And so, yeah, that's exciting. I am happy for you. That is so exciting. But actually, with this is basically the pattern that I use for my tank tops, with just the straps around the neck and around the sides. But this is going to be different. I'll have 2 of these panels. Actually, it won't be just all. It'll have a tie neck on it, but it's going to be different as far as the body goes. It'll have 2 of these panels actually, so it'll be more full coverage. I hadn't said that yet. I'm charging 20. Do you think that's a good price? Question: how do you know how to size it, like for small to large or something like that? How do you know? I have the measurements of the person. You just have to get the measurements for like the best size mainly. So because across the top it's pretty well, I mean, it's pretty well standard, like around 35. I think it's, yeah, I think it was 35. No, it was 40 since it's thinner. I chain 40 across, so then it'll be like sit, um, basically kind of like right, maybe like kind of right in there. But for her, it's going to be a little bit different. Bill set to where you can still, and of course I'm going to have the ties or whatever, but I'm still going to have to do it to where once it's done, but you just build off of it from here, and you just want to grow it, because right now I'm adding stitches on the sides, so then it'll come down across the bust line. So you need to know the best. So like if it's a 38, you'd want a 19. Or if you want it to be a little bit more fitted, you can do like an 18 or whatever to make it more like a 36, maybe something like that. But it just depends on how they're wanting it fitted, what type of top it is. With this, since I'm modifying it to have 2 panels, and there won't, I don't know for sure if I'm going to have a tie right through here or not, just as added. I haven't decided yet, but the ties up here, of course, will adjust and stuff. But say if you went to a show or something, do you just not do wearables for them? I do wearables for shows. I actually sold some of my wearables at this one. What I do with those a lot of times is that for some of those that I have made are just kind of a basic pattern. So I'll do like a one size fits most, like let's say from small to maybe large. And then I'll do another size where I'll adjust it to where it'll be like a large to maybe like a 1X. And then for my plus size, then it'll be like a 1X to 3X, something like that. Because some of those things that I've made here recently are just more like your oversized kind of spring, summer type tops. But then some of my sweaters then too, I will put on the card what the measurements are, as far as the bust line, the length, the waist, if it's something like that, like a tunic or something like that, I will write the measurements down. For your, I'm sorry, Caitlin, for your granny square bags, I mean, I'm trying to remember how much I charged for mine, because it's been a while since I think I charged like 20, 25, something like that for mine, because I used acrylic yarn for some of them, and then for some of them I did use the cotton. The cotton I did charge a little bit more because it costs a little bit more. It just kind of depends on what acrylic you're using too. But I think for my cotton ones I think I charged more for my cotton, and then for the acrylic I didn't charge quite as much. I'd have to go back and look. But yes, I mean, for your area and stuff, if that's, and you got to think about your time that you put in it, how much it cost you, so I'm not always good on determining and telling and giving people advice on that, really. And I know back in the day, my system was, I don't do this anymore, but I used to whenever I first started, because I didn't know how to do it. But, there's some people of the nature of, you take your price of whatever your materials are and whatever that skein of yarn is, and then you times it by 3. I don't know if that's really the way to do it or not. It depends on, and I don't know, can you get more than one out of a skein? I don't know how big the skeins are that you have, but even if you did that and did your skein each time and say, okay, this is how much it was to buy it, and you attach that to each one, then of course you're going to make a profit all the way around if you're able to get two out of it. So you may try to do a system like that if you want to try that for a little bit to see how it works for you. Some people, they just determine it kind of by their time. I certainly wouldn't charge $20 an hour like some of them are trying to do, and I apologize for anyone that's out there that maybe does that, but that's a little. In some areas, you may be able to do that, but I know in my area, I would never sell anything if I did that. So you might do a simple system like that if you want to, or whatever you deem that you think is, fair. So I'm just not good. I'm not good at it because I'm not even good at doing my own. I have so many people that'll tell me, you don't charge enough for your stuff. The quality of your work, you don't charge enough. I can really tell that you really care about your product, and stuff, and you take your time and do a good job. And I appreciate that, but I also don't want to overprice and price gouge people. I want people to buy my stuff, and still be able to make a profit so then I can still, do. So I only had one person this time, and it's been the only one that I've ever had, and it was on one of my bags. It was one of the market bags, and I shared this the other night, and I think I had $30 on it, and it was cotton. It was some of the newer cotton, nice cotton that costs a little bit more, and plus I have a wristlet attached to each one of them, and oh, I really like it. I really like this. It's so pretty. And I was like, oh, yeah, isn't it? Because it was the all different colored one that was really pretty. And she was like, but $30 is a little steep. And I was like, actually, I should probably be charging more for it, in my head, but that's not what I've chose to do. So, but I knew going into this particular market, it was going to be a possibility of people doing that. So I was prepared, but that is the only one I had. I didn't have anybody balk at any of my prices at all. She still bought off of me though. She didn't buy the bag. She bought one of the produce bags. But and she was very kind. She wasn't, she wasn't mean or anything like that. But it was just like people that don't do it don't know. So I got to remember that too. I feel like a lot of people overprice their crochet because it's handmade and people have been taught and like almost brainwashed that it takes so long and it's just so expensive to make. Yeah, and I mean, you do need to consider it is your time and it is your craft, and you do need to put all those things into consideration, but also you have to think about where your location and stuff like that, and it's just so, I mean, really, Caitlin, I mean, I think that I think that's a fair price. The $20, I think, is, even if you wanted to try the 25, whatever, I mean, that's up to you. So, hello, Diffraction, how are you? Again, I'm just not good at it. I'm not good at it myself, so good, I'm glad. And yeah, I say all that to be in agreement with you, Roman, too. I don't know if I came across that way or not, but I definitely agree. And yeah, it's an investment, but I mean, honestly, it's not any different than anything else you would invest in, and you're using your product every day. And if you're putting yourself out there and doing all the things, it's no different, you know. I mean, like doing these hauls and everything. I mean, yeah, I spent money, but I am set. I am glad I did it. I do not regret one bit of it because I had used down so much of what I had to where I did need to do something eventually. Now, I wish that I could have gotten more cotton, but it didn't happen that way. So, but every chance I do get, you know, I am definitely looking for cotton. So, and you think about these bigger size skeins of yarn that you do get, you know, and you can get more than one project out of it, and using your scraps and stuff and having those smaller items that aren't as they're more reasonable for like little people, little fingers, little hands, you know, that maybe have a little bit of money that they got for their birthday or something like that, because that's what I got a kick out of. I mean, there were so many just little people, you know, and they just wanted something so bad, you know, and they were there because they had a little bit of money because, you know, school was out and they got good grades, or, you know, something happened, they achieved something, or one little guy, he had started talking, so his grandpa had given him a little bit of money, you know. So that's what made it so fun for me. This lady at the chicken stall, she was like really old, but she was selling her Mabel chickens. They didn't look very good. Not trying to badmouth anything, but she was selling them for $20. Oh, yeah. What are you working on today? Oh, I'm working on a top right now. I finished the boho top. I'll try to turn it around here. Watch out for all my mess. My house is a mess right now. Well, not really, but it is for me anyway. But I finished it. I have it pinned up on here as best I can. It's more of a plus size top, but I went ahead and kept the ruffles, sleeves, and this is the top that I'm planning on putting up on Whatnot sometime later this week. So finished that, and then I should try putting up this t-shirt one too. I think I'll try putting this one on the mannequin too. And this top is an order, which I still have to put the beads and everything on, but get this one unpinned. I still have to sew in on all the ends on this one too, but and I still have to get her steam blocked. But this one is just a super simple one. Super simple. I don't have I don't have everything tied in on it yet. But it's just simple sleeve. I don't know, now that I'm looking at it, I may take one row off because they were wanting shorter sleeves, so we'll see. I may have to have the person try it on. And that needs to be taken care of there too. So like I said, I haven't finished it yet. It's not finished, but this is the basic of it. And then down here, the girl has more of a longer torso. So I'm going to put beading down here for like more of a boho style. So it is going to be more of a crop. So, but I think I am going to adjust the sleeves a little bit. I have to see. And she sold out before me. The question is, was anyone buying them or was it a few people did? But that was it. Thank you, Gazelle. Roman, I thought you were going to try for 20. That's what I thought too. Okay, 20 did not work. Yeah, because that's what I thought that, yeah, I thought that that's what he was going to try to do too. Didn't work, or you got impatient? Were yours the same size? one, my mom says that it might have not been a reasonable price until I waited for like 2 hours and nobody wanted to buy them. So then I went down to 15, and then I went down to 10, and then when I went down to 10, I sold 6. Hey Randy, how are you? I'm doing good, Randy. I have to go. Mom says it's bedtime. Okay, Ruben, have a good night. Thanks for popping in. Glad your grandma's doing okay. No reason to be sorry, Roman. You're fine. Hey, CJ, how are you? Okay, count my rows. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Good. Ball season is over. Have a week to breathe before ball camp starts. How was the show? Oh, I remember those days. Fun days, CJ. The show was good. It it was very much worth doing, so I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of different people and some really fun people. So it was nice. Friday was super slow, but Friday the last time was pretty slow too, but it was good. It was good. So now I'm prepping for Christmas in July and working on some tops for some people, and just finished a top that I'm going to put on Whatnot later this week. And yeah, thank you for looking at that pattern for me. There's absolutely no rush. I haven't even bought the yarn yet. Okay, yeah. I'm going to look at it a little bit more, and it's going to be totally doable. But yeah, it's going to be easier than what you think, I think, CJ. So, yep. It's a weird bobble stitch. Yeah, I'll have to look at it a little bit more and see, and might even be able to modify something. I'm hesitant to say that, though. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see. So. But I had never seen doing a bobble for that, for like a graph type thing before. So, but I understand for like you wanting it for the weight and stuff like that. Yeah, that'll totally be perfect for that. Yes, crochet is my favorite hobby, and it's actually what um, I do as far as making I sell my stuff too. So, but I very much enjoy it. I don't look at it as a job. I mean, but I very much enjoy it. Yes, it always has been my favorite. I like doing other crafts and stuff, DIY, all that, but crochet is my favorite. I've always been artistic, creative, all the things, so. It's supposed to keep the bubbles tight together. Okay. Understand. Understand. Yeah, and I say everybody has their gifts and their talents on things that they can do. You're welcome, CJ. It'll be a fun little project. I don't know what all I'm going to make yet for Christmas, CJ. Right now I'm trying to get these tops done. I know I still have quite a few like ornament type stuff that I still have left because I made quite a few extras on that. So I'm pretty well set on that. Um, Now I'm just kind of wanting to get a few more wearables done besides these tops that I'm working on. My hats and stuff, I still have hats left. I wouldn't mind maybe trying to make a few more scarves, but we'll see. But what I really want to focus on before any of that is getting some of the gnome nativities made. I do for sure want to get some of those, and I need to, I don't even remember now where I put the patterns that I wanted to try to do some Christmas ornaments out of too. They were the old patterns that I had that were the thread crochet, the real thin thread crochet, that I was wanting to maybe do some ornaments out of those this year. But I don't remember where I put my patterns. I think they're in my basket in my bedroom, maybe. So there's the thread ornaments that I would like to make, and definitely the nativity gnomes. So I have right at a month to get some of that stuff done. So, and maybe get a few more dishcloths done. Like I said, I need to restock my scrubbies. So there's a few things I need to restock from this past weekend. I'm running low on my critters. I sold all my possums. I made possums while I was there, sold all of them. They were all about the possums. I was just hoping that the chickens, not one chicken, not even my little chickens that I had made, to kind of back up a little bit, not one chicken. So that area must not be a chicken area. And I have all assorted type, different ones would come up and be, oh, it's so cute, squish, squish. But they would go for something else, which, I have a variety. I have a lot of different, things. But it was just so funny because here closer to home, everybody was about the chickens left and right, The nativities sound cute. I'm wanting to sew some Dresden tree skirts, but finding time has become tedious. Oh, awesome. I would like to see that if you make them, CJ. Grinch stuffies? Oh, yeah. Yeah. That would be cute. Are you having Wi-Fi trouble again tonight, Randy? I'll send you pics. Today was Sunny's birthday, and have to go, but I wanted to tell you how awesome you are and how much I appreciate you. Well, thank you very much, CJ. I appreciate that. And tell Sunny happy birthday. Excuse me. You too, CJ. You too. Thank you. Don't know. I think I'm going to have to do more than 13 rows because I don't think this is going to be wide enough yet. Nope, it's not. With my little bit thicker cotton, usually it's about 13, between 13 and 15 rows. But this is a little different. You made it back in, Randy? Yeah, just a little bit quiet. Seems like Mondays usually are pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. Oh, yeah, you're fine. Well, I wondered if it was something that took you away or if you were having Wi Fi trouble. So, she's doing good. It was all stormy last night, so, which I didn't know that it was supposed to be like thundering and lightning and whatnot, but so she was in bed with me and, of course, freaking out, but then I had to coax her back to the shower because I was not getting any. Because I went to bed at 7 o'clock and I slept until probably 9:30, and that's about the time that I think I had her moving, or a little bit later. It might have been a little later than that. And I was awake, of course, then, and I just started reading and kind of watching, catching up on some of my YouTube stuff. Then my eyes started rolling, and then I kind of dozed off for a little bit, and then I woke up again. So I messed up my whole sleeping last night anyway. But her shaking the bed half the night didn't help either. And I felt for her, but she was ready to move to the shower. Whenever I got up, she followed me and she went to the shower, and that's where she stayed. So, excuse me, my allergies. Yesterday they started hitting me, and today they're just resuming. Um, so today she's been out and stuff, and she's been doing good today. But this evening, I don't know if we're supposed to get weather again or not because I haven't really seen much out of her. She's been in and out of the shower, so usually she goes in there when she thinks it's going to do something. So I don't know. How are you feeling with everything, Randy, with your pleursy and stuff? Does it seem to be clearing up at all? Getting any better? Today was a bad day. I hope tomorrow is better. Tomorrow I also get test results. Hmm. Well, tomorrow's a new day. And I pray that you get good results. But also in that, if there's anything to be found, then, let it be found and good, whatever needs to be done, get it corrected, you know. Okay, measure this. And the waiting is always the hardest part. Whenever you're waiting on test results and stuff, it's not fun. Fortunately, with us, it seems like whenever we do get blood work and tests and things like that, we usually don't have to wait too long. It's a lot of times the day of, I barely get home and I have some of my results, so. Hello. Today I had to go to a ward to get my nebulizer and medicines. It literally made me crazy. All the crud I had to go through. Jesus help me win that battle. Uh, yeah, and you know, everything's so expensive. Everything's so expensive. Doing a knockout crop top crochet. I'm having trouble with double stitches in chain one, but I like the blouse. Very nice. The blouse that I showed, is that what you're talking about, Gazelle? Insurance just don't want. But I like the blouse, very nice. Insurance just don't want to pay or help anybody or anything anymore. It's so frustrating. If they are not going to do anything, then why have the insurance to begin with? That, yeah, it is. It's crazy. The whole insurance thing is crazy. Right now we have radiology bills for Whitney that we have no idea why we're getting bills for them, because they should have been submitted to insurance a long time ago. And so I don't know. It's crazy. And I don't know that it's something they're going to deny necessarily, but it's like, okay. So it's just having to deal with that. And I used to have to deal with this. That's what I used to do before I was a nail tech. Before I was a nail tech, that's what I did. I dealt with insurance stuff and all that, and I was ready for a change. And that's why I changed jobs. Changed fields totally, so. You're having trouble with double stitches in chain one, but you like the top you're doing. You like what you're doing. Okay. Sorry about my rant. I'm done. I saw it one of the other videos that I saw. Hello, Saxton. Kathy. It's been pretty slow, so you really haven't missed anything. We've just been chit-chatting, so it's been pretty quiet, honestly. So, oh gosh. What are you sorry for? Nothing to be sorry about. People working on their stuff or, just hanging out. Oh gosh, my mannequin scared me there for a second. Oh my gosh. I turned just a little bit and I am like forgetting that I had her still right here beside me. Oh, good grief. I'm moving it. I was like, who in the world's standing over here beside me? Oh, jeez. Yeah, move him over here. Move her over here. Back this way. You're fine. You're fine. You know how many times I've fallen asleep watching something or someone? Oh, my. Especially whenever I go to bed, that's my time to catch up. And then I can't even make it through because my eyes start rolling and so oh, excuse me. Yeah, seriously, I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, okay, it doesn't take much to kind of to get me. Some of us are trying to make up for lost time during the day, right? My daughter laughed at me yesterday because of, oh my gosh. He's real bad about it. Well, how are you coming along, Lenora? You still working on the gargoyle? And when is your next market? Oh, I scared myself with the vapor from the car exhaust. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, whoever's sending the hearts. I appreciate it. You scared yourself with the vapor from the car exhaust. Ran out of yarn, so you got to go digging. Okay. And your next market is the 21st. Oh, yeah. So you're coming up pretty quick on yours. I was outside smoking and had the car running because it was cold. I saw the smoke from the car. Oh my gosh. It scared you and made you jump. You don't smoke anymore. Well, that's good. I'm going to go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow if you go live. Night, Jonah. Well, good night, Caitlin. Thanks for hanging out with us for a little while. I will be on tomorrow daytime. It'll be tomorrow morning when I'm on. Because I have chiropractor and church tomorrow evening, so and I'll cut it too close to try to be on tomorrow night. So I'll be on during the day. So you have a good sleep. Okay. Okay, now I can start going straight down. Good night, Gazelle. Thanks for joining us tonight. You have a good night and feel free to come back anytime. Or unless you were telling Caitlin good night, sorry. Well, it is 11 o'clock. I probably should get off of here. Get this row finished up. And like I said, I'll be on again tomorrow at 10 a.m. Resume probably on this top unless I decide to try to do my bead work on the other top that's here behind me. So wish I could just open a shipping container and get the yarn. Oh, right. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be ideal just to walk out to your shipping container and there it would be. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And I have a machine shed back here that I could hide me a shipping container back behind. But I'm not going to do that. How it died when she said it had yarn in it. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. It was just, yeah, it was crazy. Crazy. Oh, I have shorts on tonight and I'm sticking to my chair. Yeah, crazy. Crazy. And I mean, whenever they yarn rooms, I'm like, how many rooms? You know, I was just like, I mean, I knew there was more than one, but it was just kind of like, okay, I know, I know. Oh boy. So yeah, it was interesting. Interesting. And I think I have seen some of their stuff before, but it had been a while, so I had forgotten all about, you know. And then whenever you mentioned that, I was like, oh yeah. So yeah, it's something. And you know, I appreciate the love of it. I appreciate it, you know. It's but oh, whew. Stress me out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she just got done with home renovations. Yeah. Yes. Because the one I had seen was whenever they were getting the shelving and everything done. And it was before they started putting the yarn and everything up. I just love that. So yeah, I hadn't even seen where they had put any yarn up. So today was the first time that I had seen where they had started, you know, putting all the yarn, you know, that they had already put yarn in and stuff. So because I was like, oh my gosh, surely not that much. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She has every bit of it packed, packed, packed. And it's lovely. I mean, seeing the colors and seeing all of the stuff, I mean, it's lovely. But I am like, if I had a store, I and if I had one room, if I had just like one room that would have like a wall that was all organized and stuff pretty, but I would be using out of it, you know, I'd be using out of it all the time to kind of go with, you know, the flow of my room and having everything organized and everything having its place and stuff like that. But that's a lot. There was a lot. Way too much. Yes, minus the dust. Yes. Yeah, and that's the thing. I would love it. I mean, you know, to have just like one room where I had just, you know, and had a wall like that. Yeah, I could do it, you know. But I mean, I guess if I had a gigantic house of yarn rooms, you know, then it wouldn't be quite as stressful maybe, but still it was stressing me out. It was stressing me out thinking, "Oh my gosh, look at all that yarn. I'm never going to use it. I'd never use it all. I'd never use it all." So anyway, I mean, she had some beautiful colors in there. I mean, it was gorgeous, you know. But then all the stuff on the floor, that's what started freaking me out and just like giving me anxiety. It was like, what's she going to do with all the crap on the floor? It was like, yeah, you had beautiful little walls of tucked away yarn and beautiful colors and whatnot, but then what are you going to do with all that on the floor? You can't even walk. Oh, yeah, I don't think they do either. Yeah, from the way I understood, because they were talking about, oh, I made this for my mom, or oh, I made this for, you know, but nothing, I didn't hear anything about selling or doing anything. Mm-mm. So I think I think they honestly sit and look at it more than they I mean, I'm sure that they make, I know that they make stuff, but I mean, I think there's more looking at it than anything, maybe. I don't know. That's just my feeling, but you know, I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to go back and watch some of them that I've missed. So, hello, because there's been quite a span in there. There's been a span in there of ones that I haven't watched. So I'm gonna have to go back and go back and look and watch and see a few. Unless it makes me too anxious, then I may not be able to. I may not last very long on some of them. I don't know. They couldn't walk very far in the room when they first started. She started piling the bags just to get in and start sorting. Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch some of it just for the heck of it. Yeah, because like I said, they had just gotten the rooms done. They hadn't started putting anything in yet. And I thought, oh, that's really, but oh boy. So yeah, the process is probably, and even to the one today, whenever I was watching, oh, so much progress. And it was like, I didn't see any progress. I didn't see that they did anything except to show what they had. Oh, I have a feeling I'm going to walk away a lot. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make it through watching too much. We'll see. We'll see. But I mean, they're happy. I mean, she seems almost too happy, but I mean, that's okay though. I mean, I'm glad she's happy. But you know what I mean about, yeah. So, but it was pretty funny her hair there when she was sitting in the car, her kind of all, the 70 totes weren't included in what was in the rooms. Oh boy. The 70 totes weren't included in what was in the room. Yeah, because the 70 totes that were still left over were the ones in the shipping container thing, wasn't it? Those were the 70 that was out in the yard. And she owns it too. There are no excuses for having so much. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Well, I made it to the point that I can start going down. I'm going to have to decide if that's going to be, I think that's going to be about right because because I measured it across for the best size, so, oh, guys. So now I'll just have to decide how far down I want to go before I do the ruffle bottom. Yes, both rooms were piled high with those yellow trash bags, and they brought some up from downstairs. Oh my, yeah. Well, today she took, what was it, 5 bags to her house. Took home with her. I was like, where's the baby? And evidently she didn't have the baby with her. Because I was like, is he buried underneath the trash bags? Member in the house. Hello, Jonna, dear. How are you? I'm doing good, Nifty. Thank you. How are you tonight, Nifty? We're kind of wrapping things up right now, so good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing good. So happy to catch your live right now. Oh no, you're leaving now. Here before too long, yeah. I just finished my last row on the top that I'm working on for now, because I'm going to start going downward now, and then I'll do another panel, and then I'm going to do like a ruffle bottom. Well, shucks, at least I got to say hello before you go. Can I see what you are working on? I wonder what size I wonder the same, but he could have been picked up art. Yes, yes, Lenora, he could have been. I'm using an F hook, and I'm using the Essential Cotton from KC. It's some of the cotton that I picked up at one of my early on hauls from Joann's. And I'm using, yeah, did I say, yeah, I'm using an F hook, and that's what they recommend as an F hook for it. And I really wanted to use a G, but then I started using the F, and I do like it because I want this to have more full coverage at the top, because the bottom's going to be kind of like the granny stitch style, possibly, of the ruffle, kind of baby doll ruffle at the bottom. So, I mean, it's smaller, but it's not tiny. It's not the tiniest hook I've ever used, because I do thread crochet too sometimes. So it's after midnight and I keep drifting off. Love and many blessings. Good night, everyone. Good night to you, Randy. And I'll be thinking of you tomorrow. So you have a good night. Rest well. And it's succulent is the color, I believe. Yeah, it is succulent. And I don't know where you can get the KC. I mean, is it, I mean, it just says Premium Yard KC, knit and crochet. The reason why I never used it before is because it was more than what I wanted to buy and pay for it. And so since it was, marked down, and, I was like, why not? I was willing to pay the price. But it just says it's a trademark of JAS, made in Turkey. Knit and crochet is registered trademark of JAS LLC. Because I wouldn't mind getting my hands on some more, but I don't know. I will let you know my test results tomorrow. Yes, Randy. Yep. Please do. But I got my boho top done. I had it on the mannequin earlier. I guess you can go back and watch that. I had it on, well, towards the beginning of the live, I think. So, but I did get it done, and I'll probably put pictures or do like a little short of it. I was gonna plan on trying to put it up on Whatnot later this week, so. But then the top behind me is one I'm making for someone, and the top I'm making here is for someone, so. Well, thank you, Nifty. Okay, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and get off for tonight. I will be back on at 10 a.m. Central Time, like I said earlier, but just in case some people weren't here. I think most people have kind of started leaving. So anyway, I will let you all go. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it and love you all. You guys take care. Hey, Casper, we're getting ready to head out. But you can like and subscribe and come back to my next one. I'll be here at 10 Central Time tomorrow. So, okay, we'll catch you all later. Love you guys. Take care, and we will talk soon. Bye.